I have to admit, Buzz, didn't have the three of us tagging together in WWE on my 2020 bingo card.
Dude, after everything you did for me 2 years ago, there's no way I wouldn't have picked you to be the third member of our Rooks. And I figured your debut would be a lot better if you came in through the front instead of sneaking past security.
Yeah, no kidding. Look, I'm gonna go get used to this new locker room deal, but thanks once again, Buzz. I really appreciate it. Trust me, I owe you big time.
Ladies and gentlemen, YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another installment of WWE 2K19 My Career Mode. It has been too long. I apologize. I took a brief hiatus for the holiday season. If you are watching this first, I would like you to tell me in the comment section to please let me know how was your holidays. I hope it was wonderful. I hope you got everything you wanted during Christmas if you celebrate. I hope that you had a great time with family and friends. But with that being said, the pleasantries are out of the way. Tonight, we're getting down to business. The WWE Universal Champion and one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Rooks, is taking on Seth Rollins here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Mr. Money in the Bank himself wanted this matchup. This is a non-title match. Seth Rollins is not, I repeat, is not cashing in his Money in the Bank contract. But Seth, being the architect, being the Kingslayer, he knows that he has to scout his opponents, and Wolf also recognizes the benefit he could into learning Seth's move because Seth has the opportunity to catch him off guard at any time. Seth is the snake in the grass to the Universal Championship reign of Wolf. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is about to become Monday Night Rollins. Seth Rollins with Money in the Bank contract in hand, winning it at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. At any time, at any place, Seth Rollins could cash in that contract to get the guaranteed Universal Championship title match. No stranger to being in this position. If those of you who remember, Seth Rollins is the man who pulled the heist of the century, running in during Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar's matchup. Brock thought he had the match won, but a slugfest between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar continued, and Seth cashed in his Money in the Bank contract to become champion at WrestleMania 31. With that being said, like the video before we even get started. If you need to see the playlist, it is in the corner as we get started already with a big body slam from Wolf and now grinding Seth Rollins to a halt. Seth Rollins known for his high-flying, high-octane, high-risk, high-reward offense. Seth, no stranger into taking things into his own hands. Wolf now trying to keep the man off balance, trying to keep him grounded, keep him on the mat. Quick stomp to the chest from the Universal Champion. Seth Rollins looking worse for wear here as the Universal Champion systematically dismembers each one of Seth Rollins' body parts, taking away the power of Seth's sling blade and the Falcon Arrow by trying to hyperextend the fingers. Rollins up to his feet, now counter, kick to the stomach to the Universal Champion. The Universal Champion ducking out of the way, quick kick to the stomach again. And Wolf catching Rollins with a scoop slam. I'm sorry, a overhead slam. Falcon Arrow, there you go, right to Seth Rollins. Going for the cover early here. One, kick out at one for the Universal Champion. Wolf looking to try to maintain his momentum. He's been on a hot winning streak ever since winning the Universal Championship almost a year ago at SummerSlam. That pay-per-view rapidly approaching us. Wolf slamming Rollins to the mat, going for the senton, but missing. Rollins ducking out of the way. Stiff shot to the kidneys from Wolf. And now Rollins back on the offense. Irish whip, Wolf bouncing off the ropes. Leapfrog. And now Seth Rollins. Beautiful neck breaker from the architect. Kick to the stomach. Rollins looking to set something up here. Vintage Seth Rollins. We know what he's setting up. The buckle bomb. Throwing the Universal Champion almost from one end of the ring to the other. Now Wolf trying to get some footing here in this matchup. Kick to the stomach repeatedly. Seth Rollins' ribs might be injured from how many attacks. Natural selection connecting. Seth Rollins off his game a little bit. The Universal Champion maintaining a firm grip on the dominant pace of the matchup. Wolf getting Seth Rollins up to his feet. Rollins has the height advantage. He has the reach advantage, but both men have similar fighting styles. Seth using his in-ring awareness, throwing Wolf into the corner, but Wolf getting out of the way. Seems like everything Seth had, Wolf has an answer for. Beautiful suplex from the Universal Champion. Going to the second rope. Going for it. Beautiful. Connecting with the senton. Going for the cover here. This could do it. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Seth Rollins. And now Wolf looking to goat Rollins. Try to get into his head. Try to play the mental game. But you have to wonder, how smart is this? Does he want to see if Rollins cracks under pressure? Does he want to see if Rollins cracks whenever taunted, whenever goaded into a fight? And now Seth fired up. After returning a shot, this is what you don't want. Universal Champion seeing it coming, ducking out of the way, neck breaker onto his knee. And now Rollins looking to be pinned. Kick out at 2 again from Seth Rollins. Universal Champion getting Rollins up to his feet. Kick to the stomach. Rollins not exactly having a dominant hold in this matchup, but always having a way to slip out of a tricky situation, using his own weight against them. Wolf, vicious knees, connecting to the skull of Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins up on his feet. Irish whip, now into the corner once again. Rollins looking to set something up here. A vicious flurry of stomps. And now look at this. Just picking Wolf up, using the weight advantage. And now Seth returning the favor, trying to take the oxygen out of the Universal Champion, trying to keep him from keeping his momentum. Wolf getting up to his feet now. Shots to the ribs, once again targeting those ribs. You have to wonder if Wolf is trying to inflict as much pain to Seth Rollins as he can to keep them in an even playing field. Going high risk, shoulder charge from the Universal Champion. Now Wolf letting a little bit of his ego show out. A little bit of bravado. Referee on a count of 3. Wolf almost stalking Seth Rollins, getting him up to his feet, now throwing him back into the ring. Slide into the ring, and now once again going for the cover. Each kick out, taking more and more out of Seth, requiring more energy, and Seth somehow still powering out. Wolf trying to see what he can do to put Seth Rollins away. Seth getting up to his feet, looking for it. Wolfsbane! Looking for it. That could do it, but Seth's bottom, his foot got to the bottom rope. Wolf looking to argue with the ref. But it's all legal. Seth using his ring awareness, his veteran status to get his foot to the rope. Wolf looking to get that senton, but missing. Rollins hoping to capitalize. Rollins got the Universal Champion up to his feet. Lifting him up, the Universal Champion. Stiff shot to the back. And now a quick jab. Now we got ourselves a slugfest here, ladies and gentlemen. Seth Rollins once again throwing Wolf to the corner, and a beautiful forearm connecting. Seth Rollins having a little bit more of a mean streak as of these last couple of weeks. Cover. Not even a 1 count. Seth over these last couple of weeks has had a little bit more of a mean streak. A little bit more than we're used to seeing out of Seth Rollins. Having his eyes set on the Universal Championship. Looking to firmly take a hold and regain his spot at the top of the mountain. But Wolf's going to make sure that battle is very hard fought. The momentum shifting once again. Seth Rollins not exactly having a lot of offense in this matchup. Big boot, and I think that big boot busted Seth Rollins wide open. Hip attack, skull bouncing off of the turnbuckle. Seth Rollins is hurt. Irish whip in the corner. Seth still has some fight, trying to use those corners to his advantage. Making Wolf tired, using Wolf's own weight against him. Now Wolf getting Seth Rollins up into the corner. Now Seth got Wolf into the corner. Stiff right hand. Irish whip from one end to the other. Bouncing. Going for the splash, but missing. And a spear. Wait, no. Seth Rollins countered. Wolf trying to get his momentum, trying to gain his bearings. Seth letting his ego, not his own little mind games, get through. And an enziguri to the skull of the Universal Champion. Count of 2. Both men trying to feel each other out, trying to see which one has the closer limit. Whose limit is going to get pushed first. Shot to the back. And now again, count of 4. This referee might count both these men out if they don't get in the ring. Count of 5. Wolf again using his knees to the already injured head. Count of 6. These men might get counted out here. Count of 7. Wolf trying to get some bearings and resetting the count. A respectable champion, not wanting to win a match like that. Seth Rollins now going after the leg. Wolf on the outside. There's no tap out. Wrenching on a single leg Boston Crab with Wolf nowhere to go. Shifting his weight and pushing Seth Rollins back. Count of 4 once again from the referee. Seth Rollins thrown into the middle of the ring. Dazed, confused. Rollins looks hurt. Spear right through the ribs, almost breaking Rollins in half. Big boot. Rollins rolling out of the ring. Wolf giving him some time. And whoa, 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 what is this? Baron Corbin has entered the Universal Champion. And an end of days to the Universal Champion. DQ once again. Baron Corbin weaseling his way. Match thrown out. Baron Corbin has now made it an official statement that he is now another eye on the Universal Champion. Wolf dazed, getting to his feet, seeing his attacker goading him into a fight. I don't think this is the last from these two.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw as we get ready to gear up to hear from the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Rooks, with Cole Quinn and Michael Avery Jr. coming out to address the WWE Universe after the heinous assault from Baron Corbin, which is why the third member of the Rooks and Universal Champion Wolf is not accompanying them to the ring. Wolf is backstage getting ready, getting prepared, as it was made official that Baron Corbin will indeed be taking on Wolf for the Universal Championship at SummerSlam, but the Rooks have yet to find an opponent, and they look to do so by calling out the entire tag division here tonight on Monday Night Raw.
Now that the pleasantries are out of the way, it's time we do quick recaps as everyone who saw on Extreme Rules, myself, and the new appointed member of the Rooks, Cole Quinn, in his debut match. We smashed the Hurt Business. Clean sweep to retain the Raw Tag Team Championships like we said we were going to do. Wolf handled business in that ring against MVP without breaking a sweat. It was pure magic at Extreme Rules. But now it seems that we've got a little bit of another obstacle in our way. See, now we've got to address Baron Corbin. Imagine my surprise when I found out that our Universal Champion, my brother, got jumped during his match against Seth Rollins by Baron Corbin. I'm not gonna lie, I laughed first after I made sure he was okay, but I laughed because I don't know if Baron's trying to stake a claim to the Universal Championship, but the last time I checked, I whooped Baron's ass, and he had hair back then. Not that, he had much of it back then. Agreed, no kidding. So I'm not exactly too concerned about how Wolf is going to handle Baron Corbin, because let me tell you something. Baron Corbin trying to stake claim to the Universal title has to be one of the funniest jokes I've ever heard all 2021. So then where does that leave the two of us? Where does that leave Cole Quinn and myself as the Raw Tag Team Champions and 2/3 of the Rooks? Well,
I think the call just got answered in the form of Jimmy and Jey Uso, SmackDown's very own tag team, 5-time tag team champions, classics all around the board, coming to answer the call. The gauntlet was thrown down, and Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to step up to the plate. The question is, why is it they're here on Monday nights? And are they going to go for the Raw Tag Team Champions?
A lot of cats out here sleeping on the Usos. They out here sleeping on the Usos.
Ain't talking about no bedtime stories or bunk beds.
Nah, Usos, we're talking about 2017 was the come up for the Usos. It was a turnaround for the Usos. I'm talking about we went from face paint
To snapbacks.
we went from rainbow colors.
To white and black.
We went from wrestling tights.
To the all whites.
We went from, they might be all right.
To yeah. We had match of the night. Woo! Yeah.
Hey, we went from Samoan drops to super kicks.
To Uso crazy. To this day, 1-ish.
Hey, y'all can't sleep until we say you can sleep. What we talking about is a state of mind. You see, what we do is we turn that mind into a prison. Lockdown, which means we run that prison.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yes, we do.
A lot of cats out here starving us. A lot of cats out here acting real hungry.
Hey, I ain't talking about cupcakes or bonbons.
No, we talking about the hunger for success. Hey, y'all can't eat
Until we say you can eat.
Who is this standing in the ring? Oos.
Our next victim. You better recognize the next time you feel little hair standing behind your neck and you feel those little goosebumps running through your body and your head is on a swivel because you feel like somebody creeping behind you. No, it's not paranoia. It's the ooze.
I knew this day was going to come. I knew the moment that the Rooks became a tag team in the WWE. In fact, I knew the moment that that tag team championship was placed in my hands at WrestleMania. I knew for a fact the Usos were not far behind. If anything, I'm more surprised it took you this long to get here, given the fact that this whole new wild card rule that Vince is trying to push out. I get it. I mean, you are SmackDown superstars after all. Two of SmackDown's brightest. But obviously, it must seem that Roman left his dead weight somewhere, so you guys had to catch a bus with the rest of the Raw roster and figured, maybe we should just go ahead and try a challenge and go long on these two newbies. That's your first mistake. Your second mistake is underestimating us. But see, I get it. You see a lot of yourselves in us. So that's your strategy. You're going to underestimate us, assume that maybe because we're new, we don't understand how dangerous you two are. And you're going to try to use the tactic of how you would beat yourselves to beat us. You think we don't watch this product before we got here? You don't think we were in the back of BCW watching Hell in a Cell, watching SummerSlam, watching you two have 5-star classic matches, elevating the tag division with the likes of the New Day, the Bar, American Alpha, and the Ladder? You think we don't do our research before we even got here? Your first mistake in this business is to underestimate any of your opponents. But that's fine. If you want to continue to do so and run your mouths, go right ahead. I can talk best with all of them. But here's the thing. If you want to go ahead and lace up your boots, if you want to fight, then you came to the right place. Because it seems to me that we are out of opponents for a title defense at SummerSlam, and I am not somebody who likes to sit idly by and let a title just rest. I am a fighting champion. Cole will tell you that he is too. So, the WWE Universe is already feeling what's about to happen. They already feel what's about to go down, so why not I just say it? The Rooks and the Usos face off for the first time ever at SummerSlam. So is that what you want? Do you want to see the Rooks versus the Usos at SummerSlam for the Raw Tag Team titles? You're on. But one more thing before we go. Make sure that you have all your staff. Make sure you have the walls reinforced, the bars double sealed. Make sure you have extra chain link fence for the Uso Penitentiary, because when the Rooks come through, we're gonna burn the place to the ground.
The gauntlet is thrown. The match is official. For the first time ever, it will be the Rooks versus the Usos in a tag team match for the Raw Tag Team Championships at SummerSlam. Thank you all for watching. Sorry that this video took so long. We are back on track as we go on the second half of Season 4. See you next time.